Nestled among the majestic palm trees along the banks of the beautiful Los Angeles River, it's the Byron Allen Show. Tonight, Byron's guests are, from the riveting motion picture Q&A, the magnetic Armand Asante. Off-the-wall comedy from the crazy man, Jeff Altman. Playboy's Playmate of the Year, Renee Tenison. Stand-up comedy from the unpredictable Tom Arnold. And our very own Dream Band heats up the night with some sounds from Motown. Now, don't touch that dial. Well, go ahead and touch it. Better yet, rip that knob right off your television set. And welcome, Byron Allen.
It was so funny. I was up in the office and I got a letter. One of the viewers wrote a letter, asked me, "What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you?" And I started thinking about it. And you know what I think it is? I think the most embarrassing thing was probably I had a date. That is, dating is tough. I don't care any way you look at it. Dating is tough. And I had a date that was like so sad. It was like a horror movie. No, let me tell you why it was embarrassing. I was in love with this girl. I was in high school, and I was like crazy about this girl. I begged her to go out with me, right? Finally convinced her to go out with me. I was like 18 years old, took everything I had saved up from throwing papers. I had a nice paper out. I was getting 3 cents for the Sunday paper, penny and a half for the daily paper. Don't laugh. I had 80 bucks in my account, okay? And I took her to this real nice French restaurant, right? And I'm trying to impress her. And I had my suit and everything. And I'm sitting there, and I ordered vichyssoise soup. Waiter brought over the vichyssoise soup. And I took a spoon full, put it in the soup, and I started to blow on it. Now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I blew too much. I'm sorry, I wish this was not a true story, but it is, okay? So I said to myself, okay, I'm not gonna blow so much next time. I'm just gonna blow a little bit. So I get a little bit on my spoon, right? Now I got an attitude. Yo, waiter. Yeah, you. Yeah, there is a problem. Come on over here. What's the problem, sir? The problem is my soup. No, I'm not going to keep it down. My soup is cold. True story, right? Waiter pulled out his little tab. He said, yes, sir, you ordered vichyssoise soup. So what? He said, sir, that is cold potato soup. Well, I like my cold potato soup hot. Right? True story. But it was cool. It was cool because my date was sitting over there dipping her food in the finger bowl. So she got an attitude. She go, yeah, not only is your soup cold, my chicken tastes like dishwater. You guys are great. True story. We have one, I'll tell you, this show is outrageous tonight. The crazy man is here. Comedian Jeff Altman. Playboy Playmate of the Year, Renee Tenison. The unpredictable comedy of comedian Tom Arnold. The Dream Band. You guys gonna do a number?
We're going to tear it up.
You promise to tear it up?
I promise.
All right. Our first guest tonight is one of the most versatile actors around today. The critics are standing on their feet for his performance in Q&A. I'm telling you, he's something else. Get ready for Armand Asante. Thank you. Yes, well, I tell you, women get excited about... Roseanne Barr's backstage, and she was, like, excited about meeting you. How do you feel about that? I mean, are you bored with that, or what do you think when...
I'm bored.
You live in upstate New York on a farm?
Yeah, I live outside New York.
Yeah. Now, I can't imagine you living on a farm and you, like...
Crocodile Dundee when I come to L.A.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Or are you milking cows?
Milking cows? No. I
No?
just make a little hay and have some horses. That's all. Real simple.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You making hay out there? You selling it?
Oh, yeah.
That is, I can't imagine that. Like, hey, Armand, I saw your movie. How much you want for that hay over there?
No, I'm in the process of restoring a very beautiful old 19th century farm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very slow. I have a couple of houses I'm still working on, so... It's slow and it's expensive.
Yeah.
But I quite love it. It's real quiet.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. People think you're European. They think you have an accent, but you're from New York.
Yeah, originally, yeah. Upper West Side.
Yes. And I know you stay real close to the theater.
Yeah, real close to the theater, and I try to stay close to my family, so...
Yeah. So that all works out. You have come a long way since your premiere episode of when you were in Kojak.
That's right. 77, 78?
That was first time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
First time in L.A., yeah.
L.A. I got to tell you something. You were terrific in Napoleon and
Thank you
Josephine.
very much. Thank
Love
you.
story.
Thank you.
You can applaud them. They were not sure which direction to go. Now, you have a new movie, Q&A. Tell me about that. What's that about?
Q&A is essentially a thriller. It's about an ongoing investigation by a young district attorney of a shooting death by a police official. And the more he probes and investigates this case, he realizes that on every level there is corruption, both officially, politically, and socially. And he's caught in a web of deceit. It's basically a thriller. And I think it also, forces everyone who sees it to almost examine their own bias, because it's essentially about the kind of decay, morally and psychologically, that's happening in our urban cities today. And it's a hard-hitting film. It's a powerful film, and it's got a phenomenal cast of actors, and we're very happy for it. And Lumet, who has a track record of some of the greatest American films ever made, was our writer-director on this. And
Serpico and Network.
Yeah.
Dog Day Afternoon. He's a terrific director.
yeah,
Good. Now, briefly, who do you have in the cast with you?
Nick Nolte, Timothy Hutton, Jenny Lumet.
Everybody.
Yeah, a lot of wonderful New York actors. They all have immense stage and film backgrounds.
Oh.
And we're very proud of it.
Okay, now we have a clip here. You gonna set that up for us?
This is a notorious drug lord whom I play, who is a rather vicious character to begin with, and he begins to reveal his humanity. Basically, he's a big-time gangster who wants to get out of what he's doing, and in this scene, he is warning the district attorney of a former relationship he had with his wife to stay away from her.
Stay away from her.
Right.
All right, let's take a look.
Thank you.
You know, I'm sitting on something. I gotta say it to your face, Counselor. See, well, I gotta say, maybe you don't want these guys to hear it, you know?
Oh, say it. Say and get out.
What do you think? You're smart? You think I don't know why you got me down here in this cockamamie case? Because she's with me now. White bread. Oh, yeah, I know all about you, my old lady. She told me everything. If I catch you sniffing around her, you're going to get much more than you could ever handle. I really don't give a you to know whatever the you are. Okay? You've been warned, kid.
You ever point your finger at me again, I'll break it off and shove it up your
Okay. I guess now we both been warned.
So you play another nice guy.
Another nice guy, yeah.
No, that's... he looks brutal. Now, is this story true or partly true, loosely based?
Q&A actually is based on fact by a New York City judge, and he lived through all these incidents in this film. And in a sense, it's coming right from the horse's mouth. This man, Edwin Torres, a very famous New York judge, the first Hispanic-American judge, in fact, in New York, wrote this book a number of years ago. And it kind of spans the last 30 years of the kind of political and official corruption that actually goes on, that he is first eyewitness to. So it comes from the real source.
All right. All right, we can check it out. Q&A. I hear something. The critics love it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you got a hit on your hands. All right, Armand Asante. We'll be right back with Crazy Man Jeff Altman, Playmate of the Year Renee Tenison, and Tom Arnold.
The Byron Allen Show is brought to you in part by Ford, where quality is job number one.
That is the Dream Band. They're going to do a number for us later tonight. All right, our next guest has a new album out, Jeff Altman. It says, I'll flip you like a cheese omelet. I'm sorry, this man is crazy. Put your straitjacket on and get ready for the crazy man, Jeff Altman. Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Well, here we are.
Here we are. I'll flip you like a cheese omelet.
That's my dad. I'm doing my dad there.
Your dad with
My
it?
dad would always pull up his pants real high, you know, like this. Like, pal, I don't need this kind of baloney, buddy boy. I'll drop you like a bad transmission, friend, and I can do it, too. He would actually get so mad, he'd be sitting at the dinner table, coffee would come flying out of his nose.
You know, it's so funny. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
You had a variety show. A lot of people don't know this. Pink
Thank
Lady...
you, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Pink Lady and Jeff.
My first job in show business.
10 years ago.
Right.
1980.
1980.
And you were kind enough to invite me to come on.
Ah.
And we did a sketch. You said, let's come on, let's have some
Remember
fun
that?
together. Yeah, and we did a sketch. We worked it out that afternoon.
That's right.
Shot it. And they said, Jeff, we're not going to air this one. But it never aired, and my mother had a copy of it home. She reminded me of it, and we got the clip.
No, really?
You and I are playing, one second, Mike. You and I are playing evangelist, dueling evangelist,
brother.
and I come in and I try and steal your
A
followers.
rare piece of television history, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, 10 years ago. It's 10 years old. Mike, let us see it. Let's check this
Oh,
out.
man.
It's funny.
Yep, you all know me. Oh, it's so nice to be here. I can turn back the hands of time. You better believe I can. I can make a ship sail on dry land. Yep. Today I'm going to talk about changing the point spread on the game of the week. Yep. Party, mama. It's so good to see you all.
Welcome, brothers and sisters. Reverend Mike is here. Now, a lot of you say on to me, Reverend Michael, what can you do? I can heal the holes on a piece of Swiss cheese. I can bring the OJs down to their knees. Stop it just a moment. Did you come here to be healed? No, brother, I'm already well healed. Yay. Whoa. I come here to tell the people that religion can bring comfort. See that big shiny Rolls Royce out there? Yes, I do. Uh-huh. Now, that's comfortable. Yes, it is. Just a minute, brother, just a moment. Let me ask you this. What are you doing here at my service? Your service?
These are my services. Yay! Oh. Just a moment. I do believe that Providence is gone and put two savers in the same bank. Woo! Yes, think anything at all. Are you a man of the cloth, my friend? Ah, this is the finest polyester.
10 years ago. Isn't that something?
Man, we look good, don't we?
We look good. No receding hairline. We had it all. You know what's so funny? Last time I was talking to you, we were on the phone, and you had to go and fill out your census form.
Well, I went and filled it out, but I filled it out wrong. If you don't fill it, you know what happens if you don't fill it out right? A guy comes to your house. So fill it out, because the guys they send, these are not the #1 government guys. These aren't guys going for their doctoral degrees somewhere. These are guys that work once every 10 years. Here's the guy shows up in my house. It's like, I said, hello? He said, may I ask you a couple of questions? I said, yes. He said, do you have a wife? I said, yes. He said, do you have a child? I said, yes. He said, do you have any wine or champagne? These ain't the best guys.
Now, you do have a new baby.
I do have a new baby.
Yeah.
I have a new baby. I have a new little baby. And she's a year old, and it took us a long time to get... This baby is fantastic, though. This is it's a precocious little kid. She answers the phone. She's 1 year old. She walks around like this, and she answers the phone. She answers the phone like Jerry Lewis. She gets the phone backwards and goes, Mahang! Mahang! How many remember Gary Lewis? Remember Gary Lewis in the Playboy? Remember? I used to love him, but I was always terrified that in the middle of one of those songs he was just going to flip out and be his dad. This diamond ring can... How many here have kids today? Raise your...
How many of you don't know if you have kids? Go ahead, raise it.
Kids are great. They really are.
They grow up fast, too.
And they can make you feel smart. Because you know in the adult world, you can look like a really dumb cluck, you know.
Right.
It's like, what's that, Mr. Gittler? The IBM 6200? I have no damn idea at all. But see, at home, that guy might be a hero, a genius. No, Bobby, that's a cow.
Oh, my goodness.
And,
hard to imagine you with daddy with a little kid.
It interrupts your life. It really does. Having a child is...
tough.
I was married for 10 years, but we didn't think we could have children, and then boom, all of a sudden.
Now you're trying to get time along with the wife.
Big boom. But, you know, we had a baby 10 years after we were married, and it interrupts the relation. It interrupts it interrupts the sexual relationship, because a child, it just puts, you know, of those people who had, dads, raise your hand if you have kids there. You're great, yeah. Yeah. You remember what it's like in the 8th month? It's like getting on a medicine ball. It's like, and in the 9th month, you get the feeling someone down there is watching you. Hey, get out of here. This is my house. Take a hike. This will all be edited out.
Oh, boy, I think they got a standby sign over the screen right about now.
Everything just goes black.
Oh, crazy man is here. Now, I know you really like to follow politics.
A little bit, yeah, I do. I try to. I'm not like Mort Saul, but you get there. I mean, there are so many things right now that are going on that are just funny by themselves. I mean, like a few weeks ago, I think Dan Quayle's head was on the cover of Time. Well, let me ask you a question. Does Dan Quayle remind you of this guy in high school? Hey, you guys got any more beer? Isn't he some guy you just open the door of a fraternity closet and he's just...
Any more beer?
And they're sending him down again to Central America, apparently. Still, and we've got Noriega. Noriega's here, and this is, without a question, the ugliest head ever delivered to this planet. And they've got him locked up now for cocaine and drugs. His problem is obviously not cocaine and drugs, it's fried food and chocolate.
Ooh.
I got him.
Now, I know you are a big boxing fan, because we always talk about
Yeah,
that.
right.
What did you think when Tyson lost?
Man, unbelievable. Were you amazed?
I was shocked. And we've had Buster on, and I told Buster, man, you know, my hat's off to you. He shocked the world.
But Buster seems like a guy when you see Tyson, you don't get the feeling you might have known him. But
Right.
Buster seems like a regular guy.
Right. Very nice man.
You never would have believed that Tyson would have got knocked out. And you saw that last combination, like boom, boom, boom. Tyson goes down, and I knew he was in trouble when he put his mouthpiece in like a cigar. Remember? He was like, and you could tell on the replay, I knew he was in trouble because you hear the ref talking to him. Do you wish to continue? Yeah, but I'm sleepy. Do you know where you are? Disneyland.
Oh, my God. Okay. Now, Disneyland. Okay, you
In
have
the 8th month, you know.
Oh, my. Now, you have a Showtime special on May 23rd.
I do? Oh, great.
On May 23rd.
I do.
Sweet and Meaty is the name of it. Now, are you still playing the drums?
Well, from time to time, I practice. I play on a little pad at home. But you remember, I used to play a lot.
At the Comedy Store, you had a little band and everything.
That's
now,
right.
you don't know this, but I had the guys go out, get a drum set, and hopes that we could get you to play.
Really?
Yes. Will you do that for us? The Crazy Man on drums. Factory in Boise, Idaho. Today, she's Playboy's Playmate of the Year. Please welcome Renee Tenison. Well, thank you for coming in. Excuse the fans. You look terrific.
Thank you.
Yes, it's marvelous to see you here. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Pay, you know what? I'm usually not this way. I usually have a tongue and I can speak. I can't even look at you. I'm looking at my desk but it really is a pleasure. You know, you have an amazing story because in the intro I mentioned that is that right? Just a short while ago you were working at a factory in Idaho. Now, where is it where is it?
I'm from Melb, Idaho.
Okay. There's 300 people
I know
from
you
there,
can't be
and
from there.
you are not one of them. Because if she's here and you were here, the town is closed. Now, I have to ask you, how do you go from a town that's the size of 300 people to Playboy's Playmate of the Year?
This is a funny story. I was in a Halloween contest, and I decided to go as a Playboy bunny. So while I was up there was this green M&M, and I knew it was going to be tough competition when I saw it. So anyway, I go up there.
Yeah, I would have voted for you, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Anyway.
I don't think I'd look at you and go, I want the green M&M. No,
Anyway, it got down between me and the green M&M, and the green M&M beat me out. But while I was up there getting while I was up there getting second place, my boyfriend thought she could be a Playboy centerfold. So when I came off the stage,
You were dressed as?
I was dressed as a Playboy bunny.
Right.
He said, you have to send your pictures into Playboy. And I thought about it for 2 weeks, and then I did it.
Okay. All right. You still have this boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Hey. Your boy, what does your boyfriend do?
He works on computers.
He works on
Yeah.
computers, right? But he also, I mean, isn't he something? Isn't he?
Yeah, he used to be Mr. Idaho.
Oh, he works out.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder.
Okay. Hey. That is like not something I would look forward to. Sitting in her living room, somebody, open up! I know you got a man in there. Renee, who's that? Oh, that's Mr. Idaho. You have a window. So Mr. Idaho, he sent it in, and that was it. And they selected you, and you were November of '89, and out of all the gals, boom, Playmate of the Year. Now, what is that to get Playmate of the Year? What does that mean? I mean, you win something.
Yes, I received $100,000.
Okay.
And a new car. And the new car I received was a Chrysler Eagle Talon.
Okay.
So.
You can drive around and spend your money. I guess you won't be going back to the factory, huh?
No.
Sorry. What is next for you?
I hope to be modeling and acting.
Ah, okay. I'm sure that won't be too hard for you.